Lữ đoàn 2 không kỵ Hoa Kỳ chấm dứt ngày 26 tháng 11 1965. Tiểu đoàn 7 nhảy dù được giữ tại Pleiku, đợi được không vận dự trù ngày 11 tháng 12 1965 về miền Duyên Hải để tiếp tục cuộc hành quân Thần Phong 11. Và tai nạn thảm khốc nhất trong chiến tranh Việt Nam đã xảy ra. 81 quân nhân nhảy dù thuộc đại đội 72 với 4 phi hành đoàn người Mỹ đã lâm tử nạn.
Honorable American Vietnamese guests, fellow Vietnamese Americans, Army of the Republic of Vietnam colleagues, Arvin Airborne Division, and Overseas Red Beret family, families and friends of 81 heroes from the 7th Airborne Battalion, 72 Company, APO 4919, Camp Vũ Đạo Ánh, Biên Hòa Air Force. Thần Phong 7, Holy Wind 7, campaign in Yarang Drang Valley, Pleiku, with the participation of the Arvin Airborne Task Force, in coordination with the U.S. Army 2nd Air Cavalry Brigade, ended on November 26, 1965. The 7th Battalion was retained in Pleiku, waiting for the scheduled airlift to the coastal region, preparing to attend Thần Phong 11 campaign, Holy Wind 11, on December 11, 1965. And the most catastrophic accident in Vietnam War occurred. All 81 South Airborne soldiers of Company 72, along with 4 American aircrew members, was tragically killed.
Mãi đến năm 1974 mới thu hồi được số hài cốt chưa bị hủy hoại. Số di cốt được đưa về Bangkok, Thái Lan. Phiên đoàn người Mỹ tử nạn được xác định qua thử nghiệm DNA, đưa về an táng thích nghi trên đất Mỹ. Nhưng lý lịch cung bạ của 81 tử sĩ nhảy dù Việt Nam không được xác nhận, không thể xác nhận. Tiếp, ngày 30 tháng 4 1975, sụp vỡ miền Nam, tất cả rơi vào quên lãng.
It was not until 1974 when a number of undamaged remains was recovered and brought to Bangkok, Thailand. The remains of 4 American aircrew members from the accident was identified by DNA testing, sent home, and received appropriate burial in the United States. But the biography and military records of 81 Vietnamese paratroopers could not be confirmed. Following the collapse of South Vietnam on April 30th, 1975, the fates of these 81 soldiers fell into oblivion.
Năm 1986, hài cốt 81 tử sĩ gửi đến phòng thí nghiệm QLVNCH ở Hawaii và lưu giữ ở nơi đây trong 33 năm. Nhà nước Hà Nội 2 lần từ chối chấp nhận để an táng trên đất Việt Nam. Cũng bởi 81 tử sĩ của chúng ta không phải là công nhân, cũng không phải là quân lực Mỹ, nên không có một phương cách nào để hài cốt 81 người lính nhảy dù Việt Nam được an táng đúng thủ phục pháp lý quân cách trên đất Hoa Kỳ. Tử sĩ Việt Nam Cộng Hòa đã là những người lính vô danh của một quân đội thất trận đã mất quê hương.
In 1986, the remains of 81 heroes were sent to the Defense POWMIA Accounting Agency, DPAA, in Hawaii, and kept there for additional 33 years. The Hanoi government has twice refused to accept the American offer to return and bury these soldiers in Vietnam, because these soldiers are neither U.S. citizens nor members of the U.S. Armed Forces. There is no possible way for the remains of Vietnamese paratroopers to be buried in accordance with American legal procedure in the U.S. military ceremony on American soil. These 81 heroes of the Arvin were the unknown soldiers of a defeated army who lost their homeland.
Nhưng phép lạ được xảy ra. Chiến hữu Jim Webb biết ra tình huống của 81 tử sĩ nhảy dù. Và 2 năm trước đây, ông đã nêu lên cái nguyên lý trung hậu từ William Gaston, là một thủ tướng của người Anh trong thế kỷ thứ 19. Hãy chỉ cho tôi xem cách thức một quốc gia hay một cộng đồng chăm sóc những người chết của họ. Tôi sẽ đo lường sự tôn trọng luật pháp của họ đối với đất nước và sự trung thành của họ với những lý tưởng cao cả. Đấy là cách hành xử tôn quý đối với hơn 58.000 tử sĩ Hoa Kỳ trên chiến địa Việt Nam, được ghi tên trên bức tường đá đen ở Washington, D.C.
In 1980, but a miracle happened. Our friend, the Honorable Jim Webb, found out about the forgotten tale of these heroes. Upon hearing this news, Mr. Webb, cited Sir William Gladstone, a British Prime Minister during the 19th century, offered a timeless formula. Show me the manner in which a nation or community care for its dead, and I will measure exactness of the tender sympathy of its people, their respect for the law of the land, and their loyalty to high ideal. Like the honorable conduct for more than 58,000 American heroes ultimately sacrificed on Vietnamese battlefields, whose name was immortalized on the black granite wall in Washington, D.C.
Người chiến hữu Jim Webb không nói lý thuyết suông. Ông thực hiện nên thành một hành vi cao thượng, qua nhiều năm vận động với giới lập pháp hành pháp Hoa Kỳ, để cuối cùng ngày 13 tháng 9 vừa qua, hài cốt của 81 tử sĩ đại đội 72 từ Hawaii được đưa về California, vùng Đi Tôn Sài Gòn, thủ đô của người Việt tị nạn.
Mr. Jim Webb did not just theorize, he turned his wish into a noble act. After years of lobbying the U.S. legislature and executive branch, eventually, on September 13, 2019, he secured the transfer of these 81 heroes of Company 72 to Little Saigon, California, the capital of Vietnamese refugees.
Và thưa quý vị, hôm nay 26 tháng 10 là lễ tưởng niệm và vinh danh cho những người lính để hy sinh với sự hiện diện của những ân nhân tổ chức Lost Soldier Foundation, Bộ trưởng Hải quân Richard Spencer, cộng đồng người Việt tị nạn, chiến hữu Quân lực Việt Nam Cộng Hòa, chiến hữu Sư đoàn Nhảy dù, và cảm kích biết bao là những thân nhân của những tử sĩ. Họ là những người không nghĩ ra rằng từ 1965 đến giờ này mà có thể thấy lại được hài cốt của những người thân của mình đã mất tích trong ngày 11 tháng 12 1965.
Today, October 26th, is the day to remember and honor these fallen heroes in the presence of the benefactors, the Lost Soldiers Foundation, Mr. Richard Spencer, Secretary of the Navy, the Vietnamese refugees community, the Republic of Vietnam Armed Forces veteran, the Avon Airborne Division, and especially the families members who thought they would never see their lost relative remain again.
And finally, xin được kể ra sự có mặt hôm nay của Đại tá Lê Văn Phát, cựu đại úy, đại đội trưởng 74, người chỉ huy đầu đời trực tiếp của chiến thiếu úy Phan Nhật Nam này, đã sống, chiến đấu với tiểu đoàn 7 Nhảy dù qua trận Đồng Xoài 11 tháng 6 1965, qua tai nạn thảm khốc của ngày 11 tháng 12 1965. Thưa quý vị, Đại tá Lê Văn Phát là biểu tượng cuộc chiến đấu vẫn đang tiếp tục.
I would recognize the presence of the Colonel Lê Văn Phát, commander of Company 72, who lived and fought since the creation of 7th Battalion in 1960, since the Battle of Đồng Xoài on June 11, 1965, and since this devastating crash on December 11, 1965, the battle rages on.
Thưa quý vị, cùng các chiến hữu, quý thân nhân tử sĩ, người lính không hề chết, họ sống mãi trong lòng người dân yêu nước. Người lính sắc son với màu cờ Tổ quốc, bởi hôm nay, thưa quý vị, chính là quốc khánh của Việt Nam Cộng Hòa, 26 tháng 10 1955, 26 tháng 10 2019, ngày khai sinh nền Cộng hòa Việt Nam. Xin cảm ơn quý vị.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow warriors and families, these soldiers never die. They live forever in our home longing hearts. The soldiers who are faithful to our national colors, because today is also the national ceremony of the Republic of Vietnam, October 26, 1955, when a new republic was found in South Vietnam. Thank you.
Cảm ơn chị.
Thank you very much, Ban Nhật Nam. How many people here today are members of the Gia đình Mũ Đỏ? You can stand or clap. Thank you. Thank you for your service, and thank you for being here today. I know this is a special day for all Vietnamese, but with strong memories for the people who were Gia đình Mũ Đỏ. And in that spirit, tôi xin giới thiệu ông Nguyễn Hiệp, the president of Gia đình Mũ Đỏ.
I have a great emotional. Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We gather here to commemorate the sacrifice of 4 American airmen and also 81 Vietnamese paratroopers who have perished during the Vietnam War. On December 11, 1965, the 3rd and 7th Vietnamese Airborne Battalion have completed their mission in the 2nd Corps, Central of Vietnam. They were scheduled to be transported back to Saigon for rest and resupply. But, however, they received an unexpected order to depart for Tuy Hòa to reinforce the Korean Marine Division, one of our allies. Yes, to reinforce the Korean Division. Then the tragic accident occurred. Today, I would like to present to you the Colonel Lê Văn Phát. He's in audience. His company was supposed to be transported back after the tragic mission, but the airlift was postponed, and the next day he was transferred to the Tuy Hòa for continuous operation. Sit down, Captain. Colonel. He was a young captain when the tragic accident happened. His company right behind the mission, and he served his country as the commander of the 3rd Vietnamese Paratrooper Brigade prior to the falling of Saigon, south of Vietnam in April 1975. As many of you through the media know that the remains of our airborne brother in arms were kept unclaimed in Hawaii for 3 decades. Yes, more than 30 years unclaimed in Hawaii. Then the Senator Jim Webb and his associate got involved. They have spent tremendous amount of time and effort to overcome many political, administrative, and bureaucratic challenges. And at last, they bring the remains here for memorial ceremony and to be interred and laid in rest here in the Westminster, Orange County, the largest home of the community of Vietnamese residents outside of Vietnam. On behalf of the South Vietnam Armed Forces and the family of the Vietnamese Red Beret, Gia đình Mũ Đỏ, we express our deepest appreciation to Senator Webb, Colonel Castanetti, and Ms. Attorney McFadden for their selfless work in bringing the remains here. Also, we would like to acknowledge several of the American Advisor Team 162 in the audience somewhere. Mr. Barry Shoop, he's a red marker. Mr. William Block and Bruce Hoffman. American Advisor Team 162 have fought side by side with the Vietnamese Airborne Division in many bloody battles. They have shed plenty of the tears and blood during the Vietnam War. Thank you for your service. We also express our appreciation to many young, brave women and men, American women and men, who have posted all around the world for the freedom and promote the human rights. Ladies and gentlemen, our fallen heroes, they never die. They just simply fade away and rest in peace. Thank you very much. Senator Jim Webb, we would like you to go to the podium, please. I'm sorry, sir. Senator Webb, this is a token of the appreciation from Gia đình Mũ Đỏ. We would like to present to you with all of your heart. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
The next person we want to express appreciation is the Colonel Castanetti. Colonel, this is a token of your appreciation to all of your work. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. And the last person, can you guess who is this? The Attorney McFadden. I would like to see you in the podium, please. Mr. McFadden, this is a small check from Jardine Woodall. Would like to present to you.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you. God bless you.
Dr. Hepp, we appreciate the gratitude you expressed to myself and Senator Webb and McFadden and all the others that brought this honorable ceremony to a noble start. We thank you very much, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly have focused on the deceased 81 commingled, unidentified airborne. But as you can see, the honor guard in front of me represents all the services and the deceased of the Vietnam Cong Hoa. And that as the eternal flame continues to burn, all the ARVN who made the sacrifices are here recognized at this memorial ceremony today. Now, for your musical pleasure, we have the Marine Quartet with a musical interlude, Eternal Father. I'd like to also recognize that those Marine Corps musicians are also combat riflemen in their own right. They have to learn to shoot straight first before they play their instruments. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce somebody that probably doesn't need to be introduced, but I'm going to share just a moment. because his bio is 3 pages long. Senator James Webb, former Senator James Webb, but what you need to know is this officer fought gallantly in combat, is a recipient of the Navy Cross, next to the Medal of Honor, the Silver Star, and 2 Purple Hearts. He shed his blood for this country, and he's a friend, and I've known him for 54 years, and I'm proud to have him here today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gino. It's too hot, Gino. We need to go. Thank you very much, Gino. And again, I'd like to thank the Secretary of the Navy for bringing along with and helping us arrange the musical support that we have here, and also the other support from the Marine Corps. It's been making this a very special day. This has been and will continue to be a very special day. It's an historic day. And we're grateful to all of you for coming here and being a part of it, and for our distinguished guests who have shared their memories and their thoughts. It's a great honor to be remembering the service of these proud airborne soldiers as a part of their journey to eternal peace. They were among the best that South Vietnam had to offer. We remember them today for their courage and their sacrifice. I would also like to offer my thanks and my respect for their fellow airborne soldiers, the Yaden Mudal, who are here today, and to Dr. Hip for his very kind remarks. It's a special day. And I would like to say that this long journey of these 81 lost soldiers from Vietnam, Thailand, to Hawaii, and finally here to Westminster, California, is where they will always remain, and that journey makes their cause unique. After 54 years, they have finally reached their eternal resting place. But their journey and this celebration that we're having today is also more than that. Let us remember that this fate was shared by many other soldiers, airmen, sailors, and Marines from among the more than 200,000 South Vietnamese and the more than 58,000 Americans who lost their lives in this long ago war. And thousands of those soldiers who lost their lives on different battlefields will never be found.